Today, Precarious plays
Deus Ex, Human Revolution.
Oh, just down though, right?
What? Oh shit, are we going?
Yes.
I'm not playing with a gantry, you're playing with a gantry.
What?
Prove it. That's like right, Republicrats.
Don't we have
That's right.
footage? But okay.
Presbyterians?
No.
Jehovah's... This is Jehovah's Witness.
Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah, it's a favorite old gag. Final Fantasy gag.
I don't know how I never came across that one. That's pretty good.
Well, it's pretty specific.
It is pretty specific, but I feel like I was talking to the people that may have brought that up at the time.
I mean, it's
namely
the kind of
you.
it's the kind of thing where that's the intersection of Final Fantasy VII, and you have to know what a Jehovah's Witness, or Jehovah's Witness. See, now only one of them is real. Oops.
We're still in the ship, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm trying to move upward. Generally?
Laterally, I believe. It's an interesting environment.
Have you ever seen those houses made out of shipping containers?
No.
They're really cool.
Oh, okay.
Solid way to recycle old shipping containers. They, well, shipping containers are very structurally sound, so basically they take them...
Did I not? Hold on.
They will take them, cut out windows and doors, and then insulate them. And, I mean, you can stack them, like, they're basically hollow Lego blocks that you can then play with. And they're really sturdy. I'm sure there are some problems that come with building and shipping containers, but I would imagine it would be mostly cutting through them.
See,
And insulating.
I thought for a second there that I had flubbed something, but somebody just turned my legs off. Somebody turned my springy legs off.
So, if you look down into that hole, that's not encouraging.
No, looks terrible.
Yeah, that's a frightful mess down there.
Looks like somebody turned somebody's legs off.
Yeah, maybe in a more manual way. Oh, yee.
Actually, this might be more interesting than... Alright, oh...
What?
It was me.
This was you?
This was me.
Oh, this is your box. Home sweet home.
Right?
Even has your favorite snack in it.
Yeah, it's really funny, but...
Really?
I wonder if it must have just reflected what I picked at the beginning of the game, because it already gave me a stun gun and a tranquilizer rifle back.
Yeah. Maybe... Jeez, what did you do to this place?
I think my Jensen doesn't do a murder very often.
But Story Jensen basically popped the cap off a guard and used it as a paintbrush.
No, what I'm gonna say happened is it's like, you know how you can have like a parent that cares for you deeply, but if you mess with them while they're sleeping, you might get a solid crack across the skull, you know?
Yeah.
That hasn't happened to me, but I can understand.
Like waking up freaked out.
Yeah, it's
And popping somebody in the jaw.
Yeah, just flailing limbs everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine that's what happened here. And Jensen is just, it becomes increasingly dangerous as the subject. It's sort of like if you accidentally woke up a Panzer tank.
The tank's like, fight. Go fight.
Do you think that these are probably not supposed to be full, which is why that they're not hooked up? Are they the same model as the ones from downstairs?
I don't know.
I don't want to go down there to check again. That has been weighing on my mind.
Those people down there?
Yeah, because at the time, I mean, so here's the thing. It's 2-layer, right? There are 2 levels of social insulation here that allow us to make light of the situation. One, we're consuming a piece of media. We're not actually facing down a ship's worth of
human
trafficking, and also it's easy enough for us to forget that we're being recorded, so it just feels like we're all friends here. We know that we take the abduction of people very seriously in actuality, right?
Yeah.
So we were still pretty jovial about all of those people while we were recording, but after that I was thinking about it and I was like, I know that at the time I said, like, maybe, well, I'll take this side, you take that side, we'll just start turning the pods off, because whatever is waiting for them is probably
pretty bad.
Worse than death. I don't know if I agree with that now. It just gave me a lot to think about.
This is a horrible, horrible place. This is a ride we should have slept through. This is a boat that we should take over, turn back around, and get in serious trouble with whoever ordered all those people.
I mean, it's one of the things in media and in life that I'm most conflicted about. There's a certain way I feel, there's a certain way I think that is often in competition with how I feel instinctively on a particular subject.
Mm-hmm.
And this is exactly that scenario, which is there anything that is worse than dying?
Yeah.
And I always have to think, like, I have to tell myself no, because violence, the ultimate form of violence is the removal of choice. And if somebody murders you,
that's the worst.
It has to be the worst. It has to be the absolute worst thing someone can do to you, because it is the end. It's game over. Nothing else can happen.
Mm-hmm.
There's no, like, it doesn't matter if you were a child soldier and your entire life is 99% just the worst possible imaginable experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you meet someone and you see them like the wind catches their hat and they react in a funny way and it makes you laugh, like that little moment of joy,
I don't know.
I think so. I think it has to be. I think that death has to be the worst possible thing. So I retract my previous sentiment. I feel like fixing that pod was helping that person, because it gave them even the slimmest margin. They could be delivered to wherever they're supposed to be, and they could have a whole movie's worth of fuck yeah action ahead of them.
They could, yeah. Well,
or maybe not. Maybe they'll be miserable. But the restoring the choice, I don't feel like I should feel guilty about that. I think that's a weird thing to feel guilty over.
You get to roll again. They get to roll again.
Right.
Like, I feel very strongly about that as well. I don't think that there's much that I wouldn't rather live through than die from. And I'm pretty spooky sometimes, so I can think of a lot of pretty horrible things. Oh. Can we get out of this place? Like, how long is this boat ride?
So this is all new content for me.
Uh-huh.
And I'm kind of ready to move on.
Yeah.
I will say that this is interesting because we were comparing it to Metal Gear Solid before.
Yeah.
And we wound up in an interesting situation where this is sort of like the inverse of the opening of Sons of Liberty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he stopped just short. What's he gonna do?
He's leaning forward so he can sniff your shoulder. Oh, he's getting something off his boot.
No,
doing a good little stretch.
He stepped in what's left of a seagull.
Oh, ew.
That's what happened there. I want to try to go in that door. Whoa.
There are 2 people down that hallway, at least. I mean...
No, Adam, come on.
What's that green thingy?
That?
Yeah.
That is a... Oh, okay. Nope, we're just gonna do this.
Go for it.
Yep. It is a wall panel that resets the local alarm.
I see. Oh, visitors!
No, it's somebody that caught a peek of me or heard that door. I'm not 100% sure which, but they seem to have lost interest.
They're just gonna leave the door open?
Let's go.
Ugh, no. Dang it.
This is the spot.
Well, keep looking. Someone.
Is it the end of an episode yet?
I mean, we're pretty close. Got a couple minutes left.
Must be there.
Cool.
Are you gonna dip, dodge, dive out of the way? You seem to be escaping pretty well.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess that camera must just have not been pointed the right direction. I thought that I was out of range of that camera. I assumed that it was at a lower angle.
Don't come this way, please.
I really don't want to have to eat another snack.
Dreadful snacks.
Well, it's just I have very few
I know.
snacks.
I know. You want to make sure that you're saving your snacks. Although... you might have to do something. You need to make your way up to the commissary so that you can get some snacks.
Ugh.
Where did he go?
He walked back down the hallway.
Okay.
This
What?
was a mistake. This was a mistake for someone like me because I've been leaning so much on prior knowledge. And now I'm in a scenario where they've taken all of my cool stuff away that I've come to rely on to make this sort of like a... There have been some missteps. Like I remember that the second boss, she took me down a couple of times, right?
Yeah, but it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it wasn't like Anubis from Zone of the Enders bad.
No, it was not. No, this game has been, up until this sketchy boat, it's been a jolly jaunt. Despite the, you know, various issues, like the story problems. It's been pretty chill playing this game.
But now I'm in a scenario where they've taken all of my cool stuff away. And I am in a new place, right? Like I just had to re-enable level 2 hacking.
Oh.
With my last praxis point.
I wonder if this is just going to be like an ultra difficult level. I mean, a lot of times when they add on content, they make it a little extra difficult.
But this is right in the middle of the story, and it has now been retroactively canonized. They did not provide the option to me to skip this content in the director's cut.
Yeah.
Oh, please.
Please, no
be-
more people.
No, be what I think it is. I hope it's not just a data pad. I really hope that it's... Oh, don't be just credit chips. Oh, so many small rectangles. No.
It's a pocket secretary.